you very much, Eglė. So, good news, I am the last one. So, I try to be very brief. And I would like to thank you, all of you. You are heroes that you stayed. So.
Why? It's interesting.
Okay. And also I would like to thank Eglė not only for the invitation, but also that you made Hungary a Nordic country. And so maybe I can ask for a raise in my salary. So thanks. So, I'm Gábor Mondik from Hungary. I work at the Creative Europe desk as everybody else, my colleagues. And first I would like to just slightly introduce you to the cultural governance of Hungary. To tell you the truth, the main focus in Hungary is not on international mobility relating culture. So basically it's on basic accessibility of culture for every Hungarian people. So the international mobility, it's not in the spotlight, let's say, but of course we have some funds or we have some, supporting schemes for that. We have two pillars of funding culture in Hungary: the Hungarian Academy of Arts and the National Cultural Fund, which has most of the open calls for cultural projects in Hungary. For example, as we say, Hungary is a festival nation. We have lots of festivals, and of course, about international festivals, you can invite lots of international artists, and for that, there is a great support from the National Cultural Fund. We also have the Balassi Institute, which is a network of 23 institutions around the world, and their task is mainly to promote Hungarian culture abroad. But of course, if you contact them, they can help as well, establishing contact with Hungarian organizations. And the nearest ones, actually there is, in Lithuania there is none, but the nearest ones are in Tallinn or in Warsaw. So, as we could heard yesterday, it's like a 3-hour drive, so it's not so far away. And I also should mention education, because when it comes to international mobility, education takes a great part of it. And we have Tempus Public Foundation, which basically deals with everything related to education in Hungary. They have all the scholarships. They are also the national contact point from Erasmus Plus and also for the Europe for Citizens program. So they are really a huge organization. So if you would like to study in Hungary, or you are a researcher and want to go to Hungary, you should definitely go to Tempus Public Foundation. And of course, Creative Europe. As you can see, that is all the projects that we are together. So only two projects with Lithuanian and Hungarian organizations as well. The first one is a cooperation project with the Red-Nosed Clan Doctors, and the second one is an ongoing platform project, Parallel, which is for photography. But if you look at the whole Baltic region as well, it's, let's say, there's room for development, so please be active and please try to cooperate with Hungarian organizations, because as Dimitri also said in the first presentation, it's really important to try to try to cooperate in non-traditional ways, so like outside of your region. We have also in the National Cultural Fund self-financing grant for Hungarian organizations. This is really important also for partners to know that Hungarian organizations, if they cooperate with Hungarian organizations, they can get funding from the National Cultural Fund for cooperation projects and for platform projects. And the National Cultural Fund's budget is depending on a lottery fund, and this scheme's budget is depending on the annual budget of the National Cultural Fund. And so far it was like between 160,000 and 220,000 euros. But of course, because it depends on the lottery fund, it can be more and it can be less. But I think that's rather a normal sum. As for successful Hungarian organizations, I try to collect some who are really successful. The first one is A38 ship, which is actually an old Ukrainian ship on River Danube, and also a cultural center and the concert venue, mainly for emerging artists or mainly for emerging brands from abroad. And they are a really active partner in the Live Europe platform, which was mentioned before. The second one is Kolibri Theatre for Children and Youth. Actually, they are in two ongoing large-scale cooperation projects. The first one is Small Size, which is for, let's say, for baby theatre for children from 0 to 6 years old. And the second one is Platform Shifts Plus, which is for the youth. The third organization I want to mention is Pro Progressione, which is let's say an interdisciplinary manager organizations, which is working mainly with other institutions, mainly in contemporary dance, but also other sectors. And they really know the key to success, because in Hungary we have only 2 cooperation projects with Hungarian leaders as coordinators, and they were involved in both of them. So you should definitely try to find them. And last but not least, I would mention Trafo, House of Contemporary Arts, which is also a cultural center, and of course it's in its name that it's for contemporary arts and dance. And basically it is the most successful institution from Hungary, because at the moment it participates in 3 projects, 3 ongoing projects. And of course we are in an ECOC forum, so I cannot miss the opportunity to mention that after Kaunas in 2023, one of Hungarian city will be a European Capital of Culture. And we had 7 applicants altogether, and in February it was shortlisted down to 3 applicants. And these are Debrecen, which is on the eastern part of the country near the Romanian border. And it is the only city that have applied before for the European Capital of Culture title for 2010, when Pécs won the title. So now they are really preparing to finally have this title. We have Győr, which is on the western part of the country near Vienna, near the Austrian border, at the bank of River Danube. And we have Veszprém, which is the only city that applies not just the city itself, but the but with also the northern Balaton region. You know, Lake Balaton is our biggest lake, and they are applying together with that region. So, if I can help you facilitate communication with one of the cities, or just you would like to find partners from Hungary, I'm more than happy to help. These are our contact details. Thank you very much.